Guys, it's Rachel, aka BrennaxAdaira. I looked at the calendar today, actually, and realized that there's like 4 days until Lunasa, and that I haven't done anything to get ready for it yet, other than perform my pumpkin bread recipe before I, just make our cakes and ale with, without doing it in over a year. So I was like, what can I do that's relatively easy? It's been pouring outside for the past several days. It still kind of is raining, so I really didn't want to go outside and harvest the vines for our wicker man, which I will show you later, I promise. Either that, or you can go back and look into my last Lunasa video. I think it's titled Lunasa Crafts and My Dog, or something to that effect. And the wicker man from last year is there. So I decided to work on the poppets that we're going to be doing as a group. We learned the hard way a couple years ago that it's easiest to pre-sew them before you get into the circle, otherwise you're sitting there for like ever just hand stitching this poppet. So what I've got here is like all of the different little stages of it. Basically all you need is white cloth, a good pair of scissors, some stuffing, and dried herbs. I kind of tore apart some herbal tea packets to do mine. So basically what you start off with is a little cutout of the figure. I used this cheap little gingerbread man cutout that I got from like the dollar store, just to trace on the fabric and cut it out. Then you're going to want to pin the pieces. You're going to want 2 pieces of it that are cut the same shape. You're going to pin them together. When they're this small, I mean they're like, if you can look at it, they're like palm sized. Here's the puppet. Here's my hand. They're like palm-sized puppets. If they're this small, you really only need 1 pin per limb. After you have that sewn, after you have that pinned, you're going to sew it inside out, and it'll look something like this. I actually kind of screwed up, and I'm glad I did. There is a little snag here. And honestly, that's not a big deal. It's going to get turned inside out, and so that'll be on the inside of the poppet anyway. Then you're going to flip it inside out like this. And then you will stuff it with herbs. A lot of times people will put personal items in there if it's for themselves or for someone else. So like for example, I have a piece of paper in there with my handwriting on it. You can write symbols on it to empower it for different things. Like I have the Awen symbol. So I can, and this is for awakening my spirituality and really getting myself refocused on my personal spiritual path rather than freaking out all the time about what I'm going to do with the group and, oh my god, I haven't done this for the group. And it's kind of like a personal spiritual power puppet. Try saving that 5 times fast. Then I have some runes on it just for the same purpose, and I stuffed it with the stuffing, obviously, and chamomile mint blend. And that's basically what it will look like when it's done. And the cool thing about them being this small is that they can fit easily in like a pocket or your purse, or they can be tucked into a drawer on the altar, what have you. Yeah. So I'm going to finish sewing these ones up so that we have them for our ritual on Wednesday. That'll be very exciting. Some updates now. I've gotten my laptop. It's kind of buried under things already. There's my mouse. I got my new laptop, all spiffy and has stuff stuck to the top of it already. But I don't have Wi-Fi connection at home, so I'm still using our home computer to upload videos and all that jazz. But once I get on campus, I will have Wi-Fi pretty much everywhere I go, so I can constantly, have, well, not constantly because that'd be ridiculous, but I can update things a lot more often and way easier. Another thing is I've started tearing down all my altar space. All the pictures that were up there are pretty much gone now. I've also changed that up a bit. My bulletin board, now it's just mostly my pictures and my mandala. But I started packing things away. The pictures are actually going to Mark, so hopefully he'll enjoy them, and I've given him a few of my other things, like all of my incense and what have you, as well. So that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys. Oh, if you haven't subscribed to my blog, I do update that a lot more often. I also have a Twitter and Facebook page. I'll put the links in the little information section below. Thanks guys, blessed be.